Most of us grew up believing that all fruits are good for us, packed with vitamins, natural and essential to a healthy diet. But here's something most people over 65 don't realize. As we age, the fruits we've always trusted can start to work against our bodies. Surprised? You're not alone. What if that banana you eat every morning is putting stress on your heart? Or that innocent handful of grapes is silently spiking your blood sugar more than a cookie would? It may sound dramatic, but it's backed by research and real-life cases. As our kidneys slow down, our digestion becomes more sensitive, and we rely on daily medications. Even healthy foods like fruit can pose unexpected risks. In this guide, we'll uncover 7 common fruits that may no longer be safe for seniors, and explain exactly why. You'll learn which ones can affect your medications, spike your blood sugar, trigger allergic reactions, or even increase your risk of heart problems. But don't worry, it's not all warnings. We'll also share the best senior-friendly fruit alternatives that you can enjoy without putting your health at risk. Whether you're managing diabetes, watching your heart health, or just want to age smarter, this is information every older adult deserves to know. What you discover might change the way you see your fruit bowl forever. 1. Star fruit can be toxic for seniors with kidney issues. Star fruit may look like a fun and harmless tropical fruit, but for older adults, especially those with kidney problems, it can pose a serious and unexpected danger. This fruit contains a natural compound called caramboxin, a neurotoxin that healthy kidneys can normally filter out. However, many seniors have reduced kidney function without even knowing it. In fact, according to the National Kidney Foundation, nearly 1 in 3 seniors has some level of kidney decline. When the kidneys can't effectively filter out toxins like caramboxin, it can build up in the bloodstream and cause symptoms such as confusion, dizziness, vomiting, and even seizures or coma. One real-life case involved a 72-year-old man from Florida who had been adding star fruit to his morning smoothies for years. Within days, he began experiencing extreme fatigue, memory lapses, and eventually collapsed. Doctors later found that the star fruit had triggered severe neurological effects due to his undiagnosed kidney impairment. The scary part? He thought he was making a healthy choice. The truth is, star fruit is especially dangerous for seniors with kidney issues, and many are unaware until symptoms become severe. To stay safe, it's best to avoid star fruit entirely. If you enjoy tropical fruits, there are much safer options. Asian pears, for example, have a sweet, crisp bite and are low in potassium and acid. Dragon fruit is another good substitute. It offers an exotic flavor and vibrant appearance without the harmful side effects. These alternatives are gentle on your kidneys and easy to digest, making them smart picks for those over 65. If you've ever experienced fatigue, dizziness, or confusion after eating tropical fruits, it may be worth discussing with your doctor. Our bodies change with age, and fruits that were once harmless may no longer be the best choice. As always, the key is to listen to your body, understand how your health is evolving, and make informed decisions that support your well-being. When it comes to star fruit, it's simply not worth the risk. 2. Grapes can spike blood sugar and pose a choking risk. Grapes may seem like an innocent snack, convenient, sweet, and refreshing. But for seniors, they can quietly cause serious health problems if eaten carelessly or in excess. One of the biggest concerns with grapes is their high natural sugar content. Just 1 cup of grapes contains about 23 grams of sugar, roughly equal to 4 teaspoons. While natural sugars may sound healthier than added sugars, your body still processes them quickly, especially when they come from high glycemic fruits like grapes. This rapid digestion can lead to sudden spikes in blood sugar followed by crashes that leave you feeling tired, lightheaded, or irritable. For older adults with diabetes or prediabetes, which includes nearly half of Americans over 65, these swings can become dangerous, leading to nerve damage, poor circulation, and vision problems over time. Patricia, a 68-year-old from Chicago, thought she was making a smart change when she replaced cookies with a bowl of grapes each afternoon. Within weeks, her blood sugar readings were unstable, her energy dipped, and she began experiencing blurry vision. It wasn't until her doctor reviewed her diet that the culprit became clear. Those sweet little grapes were causing major spikes in her blood sugar. But the risks don't end there. Grapes are also a well-known choking hazard for seniors. As we age, our swallowing reflex becomes slower and less reliable. Grapes, with their small, smooth, and slippery surface, can easily get lodged in the throat if they're not chewed properly or swallowed too quickly. In fact, the National Safety Council has reported a 30% increase in choking incidents involving grapes among older adults in recent years. So what can you do if you enjoy the taste of grapes but want to stay safe and healthy? First, moderation is key. Instead of a full cup, limit yourself to 6 grapes per serving, and never eat them whole. Always cut each grape into quarters, especially if you have any history of swallowing difficulties. To reduce the sugar impact, pair grapes with a source of protein or fat, like a small piece of cheese or a handful of almonds. This helps slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream and keeps your energy levels steady. Even better, consider replacing grapes with healthier, senior-friendly alternatives. Berries such as blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are lower in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and easier to chew. They're especially good for brain health and immune support. Another great choice is melon, like cantaloupe or honeydew, cut into small chunks. These fruits offer a similar sweet flavor with less sugar and more hydration, which is important for older adults who may struggle to stay well hydrated. Remember, not all fruit is equally safe as we age. By being mindful of your portions and making small adjustments, you can still enjoy nature's sweetness without putting your health at risk.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
2. Grapes can spike blood sugar and pose a choking risk. Grapes may seem like an innocent snack, convenient, sweet, and refreshing. But for seniors, they can quietly cause serious health problems if eaten carelessly or in excess. One of the biggest concerns with grapes is their high natural sugar content. Just 1 cup of grapes contains about 23 grams of sugar, roughly equal to 4 teaspoons. While natural sugars may sound healthier than added sugars, your body still processes them quickly, especially when they come from high glycemic fruits like grapes. This rapid digestion can lead to sudden spikes in blood sugar followed by crashes that leave you feeling tired, lightheaded, or irritable. For older adults with diabetes or prediabetes, which includes nearly half of Americans over 65, these swings can become dangerous, leading to nerve damage, poor circulation, and vision problems over time. Patricia, a 68-year-old from Chicago, thought she was making a smart change when she replaced cookies with a bowl of grapes each afternoon. Within weeks, her blood sugar readings were unstable, her energy dipped, and she began experiencing blurry vision. It wasn't until her doctor reviewed her diet that the culprit became clear. Those sweet little grapes were causing major spikes in her blood sugar. But the risks don't end there. Grapes are also a well-known choking hazard for seniors. As we age, our swallowing reflex becomes slower and less reliable. Grapes, with their small, smooth, and slippery surface, can easily get lodged in the throat if they're not chewed properly or swallowed too quickly. In fact, the National Safety Council has reported a 30% increase in choking incidents involving grapes among older adults in recent years. So what can you do if you enjoy the taste of grapes but want to stay safe and healthy? First, moderation is key. Instead of a full cup, limit yourself to 6 grapes per serving, and never eat them whole. Always cut each grape into quarters, especially if you have any history of swallowing difficulties. To reduce the sugar impact, pair grapes with a source of protein or fat, like a small piece of cheese or a handful of almonds. This helps slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream and keeps your energy levels steady. Even better, consider replacing grapes with healthier, senior-friendly alternatives. Berries such as blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are lower in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and easier to chew. They're especially good for brain health and immune support. Another great choice is melon, like cantaloupe or honeydew, cut into small chunks. These fruits offer a similar sweet flavor with less sugar and more hydration, which is important for older adults who may struggle to stay well hydrated. Remember, not all fruit is equally safe as we age. By being mindful of your portions and making small adjustments, you can still enjoy nature's sweetness without putting your health at risk. Avocados are calorie-dense and interfere with medications. Avocados have become one of the most popular superfoods in recent years, praised for their healthy fats, fiber, and vitamin content. But for seniors, especially those managing weight, joint pain, or medications, avocados may not always be the best choice. While it's true they contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, avocados are also extremely calorie-dense. A single medium avocado has around 240 calories, nearly as much as a small meal. For older adults with slower metabolisms and reduced activity levels, eating avocados frequently without adjusting portion sizes can lead to gradual weight gain. This, in turn, may worsen joint problems, raise blood pressure, and make everyday activities more tiring. Take Robert, a 75-year-old from Denver, as an example. He started eating avocado toast every morning thinking it was a healthy habit. But over 3 months, he gained 12 pounds, which intensified his arthritis and left him winded after even mild activity. His doctor later explained that even healthy fats need to be monitored, especially when daily caloric needs decrease with age. But excess calories aren't the only issue. Avocados are naturally high in vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting. This can be problematic for seniors taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin or other anticoagulants. Too much vitamin K can interfere with the effectiveness of these medications, increasing the risk of blood clots, strokes, or internal bleeding. Additionally, avocados contain compounds that can affect potassium levels. For people with heart disease or kidney problems, consuming high-potassium foods like avocados can lead to imbalances in the body's fluid and electrolyte systems. This can result in muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, and even cardiac complications in severe cases. Another lesser-known concern is avocado allergy. Seniors who have latex sensitivity may experience cross-reactions to avocado proteins, which are similar to those found in latex. Even if you've eaten avocados safely in the past, sensitivities can develop later in life. Symptoms might include mouth itching, stomach cramps, or, in rare cases, trouble breathing. Fortunately, you don't have to give up creamy, satisfying foods altogether. If you love the taste and texture of avocado but want a safer option, try heart-healthy ingredients like olive oil or small servings of nuts, such as walnuts and almonds. These offer similar nutrients without the medication risks or high calorie count. If you do choose to eat avocado, limit your portion to a quarter of the fruit, pair it with a protein-rich food, and monitor any unusual symptoms. Also, talk with your doctor if you're on medications affected by vitamin K or potassium. In the end, avocados aren't off limits, but moderation is key. With awareness and portion control, you can still enjoy their benefits while avoiding the hidden drawbacks that might impact your health.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
5. Watermelon can disrupt fluid balance and blood sugar. Watermelon is often seen as the perfect summertime treat, juicy, refreshing, and naturally sweet. It's more than 90% water, making it a popular choice for staying hydrated in warm weather. But for seniors, especially those with diabetes, heart conditions, or kidney problems, watermelon can quietly create more problems than benefits. One major concern is its high glycemic index. Despite being mostly water, watermelon digests quickly and can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. In fact, according to the American Diabetes Association, 2 cups of watermelon can raise blood glucose levels almost as quickly as a can of soda. For older adults with insulin resistance or diabetes, this spike can be dangerous and lead to fatigue, blurry vision, or longer-term complications if blood sugar is not properly controlled. Betty, a 78-year-old from Arizona, began eating watermelon daily during the hot summer months to stay hydrated. But within days, she noticed her legs were swelling and she was short of breath. At the hospital, doctors found that her body was retaining too much fluid, making it harder for her heart to function properly. What she didn't realize was that the combination of watermelon's high water and potassium content had upset her body's fluid balance. For seniors taking diuretics or heart medications, too much potassium can be particularly risky. It may lead to irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, even heart failure. These issues often go unnoticed until symptoms become severe. Watermelon also places a burden on the kidneys. As we age, kidney function naturally declines, often without noticeable symptoms. Around 40% of seniors over 65 have some level of reduced kidney function, which makes it harder for the body to process excess potassium and fluids. Consuming large portions of watermelon can push the kidneys beyond their comfort zone, silently increasing the risk of complications like fluid overload or electrolyte imbalance. If you enjoy watermelon, you don't have to cut it out entirely, but it's important to eat it in moderation and with care. Limit your portion to half a cup at a time, and try to avoid eating it late in the day when your body may have more trouble processing excess fluids. Always pair it with a protein or healthy fat, such as a handful of nuts or a slice of cheese, to help slow sugar absorption and reduce the likelihood of a blood sugar spike. And if you're on heart or kidney medications, speak to your doctor about how much potassium you should be getting from your diet. For a safer alternative, try cucumber slices infused in water or chilled berries like strawberries or blueberries. These provide hydration and natural sweetness without the same impact on your blood sugar or fluid balance. As with all foods, understanding how your body changes with age can help you make better choices for your health, one bite at a time. 6. Papaya. Can interact with medications and trigger allergies. Papaya is often recommended for its digestive benefits, thanks to a natural enzyme called papain, which helps break down proteins. But for older adults, papaya may not be as gentle or beneficial as it seems. In fact, it can interfere with several common medications, cause allergic reactions, and even worsen digestive discomfort, rather than ease it. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to both food and medication, making it critical to understand how certain fruits affect our health. One of the biggest concerns with papaya is its interaction with blood thinners and diabetes medications. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has warned that papain can intensify the effects of anticoagulants like warfarin, raising the risk of internal bleeding, bruising, or prolonged bleeding from minor cuts. It can also interfere with the way the body absorbs insulin or oral diabetes drugs, leading to unpredictable swings in blood sugar. Helen, a 71-year-old from San Diego, began eating papaya every day to improve her digestion. But she soon noticed that her blood pressure medication wasn't working as well, and her blood sugar readings became erratic. After consulting her doctor, she learned that the fruit was altering how her body processed her medications. Papaya also carries risks for individuals with latex allergies, a group that includes a significant number of older adults. Because papaya contains proteins similar to those in natural rubber latex, it can trigger cross reactions in sensitive individuals. These reactions might include itching or swelling in the mouth, stomach pain, rashes, and in more serious cases, difficulty breathing or anaphylaxis. Even if you've never had a latex reaction before, sensitivities can develop later in life, so it's wise to be cautious if you notice any strange symptoms after eating papaya. Ironically, while papaya is often used to soothe the digestive system, many older adults report the opposite effect. For those with acid reflux or sensitive stomachs, the fruit's enzymes can irritate the lining of the stomach or esophagus, causing bloating, heartburn, or discomfort after meals. This can be particularly frustrating for seniors who are already dealing with slower digestion and reduced stomach acid production. If you're looking to support your digestion safely, there are better options than papaya. Plain, unsweetened yogurt with live probiotics can help balance gut bacteria and support regularity. Fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi offer similar benefits in small portions. Ginger tea is another excellent choice. It's soothing, reduces inflammation, and has been used for centuries to ease nausea and bloating. If you do decide to eat papaya, start with just a few small bites, 2 or 3 cubes, and never eat it on an empty stomach. Always check with your doctor or pharmacist about potential medication interactions, especially if you're on blood thinners or managing chronic conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure. Your digestive health is important, but it's even more important to choose solutions that support your whole body safely. 7. Bananas can cause potassium, overload, and blood sugar. Spikes bananas are one of the most commonly eaten fruits among older adults. They're easy to chew, portable, and packed with nutrients like potassium, vitamin B6, and fiber. But for seniors, especially those with kidney problems, heart conditions, or diabetes, bananas can be more harmful than they appear. One major concern is potassium overload. While potassium is essential for muscle and nerve function, too much of it can be dangerous when the kidneys are no longer functioning at full strength. In fact, research shows that about 40% of Americans over age 65 have reduced kidney function, often without realizing it. When the kidneys can't effectively filter out excess potassium, it can accumulate in the bloodstream and lead to a condition called hyperkalemia. This can cause muscle weakness, numbness, irregular heartbeat, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. James, a 74-year-old from Texas, ate 2 bananas every day for energy. One morning, he felt lightheaded, weak, and noticed his heart racing. At the hospital, doctors discovered his potassium levels were dangerously high, putting his heart at serious risk. His doctor told him to cut back immediately. Even though bananas are often recommended for their energy boost, they're also high in fast-digesting carbohydrates, mostly sugar, which can spike blood glucose. For older adults with diabetes or prediabetes, this can lead to fatigue, mood swings, and poor blood sugar control. Bananas also digest quickly, causing blood sugar levels to rise rapidly and then drop. This sugar roller coaster can leave you feeling more tired than before you ate. This is especially risky if bananas are eaten alone or on an empty stomach, when their sugars enter the bloodstream even faster. For those trying to manage diabetes, weight, or blood pressure, it's important to understand that bananas, though natural, can act very much like a sugary snack in the body. Fortunately, there are smart alternatives that offer similar benefits without the same risks. Berries like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are excellent options. They're lower in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and far less likely to cause blood sugar spikes. If you like the creamy texture of bananas, try baked sweet potatoes. They contain slow-digesting carbohydrates and are high in fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar while providing lasting energy. For potassium, small servings of cantaloupe or low-potassium fruits like apples and pears are also good choices. If you still want to include bananas in your diet, moderation is essential. Stick to no more than half a banana per serving. Avoid eating them first thing in the morning or on an empty stomach, and try pairing them with a protein or fat, like a spoonful of peanut butter or a slice of whole grain toast. Most importantly, if you take blood pressure medications or diuretics that affect potassium levels, consult your doctor to see how much potassium you should safely consume each day. Bananas aren't necessarily off limits, but with age, even healthy choices require a second look. A small change today could protect your heart, kidneys, and overall vitality tomorrow.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 7 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
8. How aging changes the way our bodies process fruits. As we grow older, our bodies go through a variety of changes that affect how we digest, absorb, and respond to the foods we eat, including fruits. While fruits are often praised for their natural sweetness, fiber, and vitamin content, not all fruits are equally beneficial for seniors. What may have been a healthy choice in your 30s or 40s might not be as safe in your 70s. Understanding these changes can help you make smarter food choices and protect your health as your body's needs evolve. One major shift that comes with age is slower metabolism. Your body burns fewer calories at rest, and energy needs decrease. This means that even healthy foods can lead to weight gain if eaten in large portions, particularly calorie-dense fruits like avocados or bananas. In addition, your digestive system may not work as efficiently. The stomach produces less acid, which is necessary for breaking down food. This can make acidic fruits like oranges or papayas more likely to cause reflux, bloating, or indigestion. The lower acid levels can also make it harder for your body to absorb essential nutrients from fruits and other foods. Another key issue is kidney function. It's common for kidney efficiency to decline with age, sometimes without noticeable symptoms. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering out excess minerals like potassium, which is found in bananas, avocados, and watermelon. When potassium builds up in the blood due to poor kidney filtration, it can cause heart problems, muscle weakness, and fatigue. Many seniors are unaware of this gradual decline until they experience complications. That's why it's so important to be cautious with high-potassium fruits and to speak with your doctor if you're taking medications that affect kidney function or fluid balance. Blood sugar regulation also becomes more challenging with age. Insulin sensitivity decreases, and the body may take longer to process sugars, both added and natural. Fruits high in sugar, like grapes or watermelon, can cause sharper spikes in blood glucose levels than they once did. For older adults with diabetes or prediabetes, this can lead to complications such as vision loss, nerve damage, or fatigue. This doesn't mean seniors should avoid all fruits, but it does mean portion control and fruit selection matter more than ever. Medication interactions are another factor. Many older adults take daily prescriptions for heart conditions, blood pressure, cholesterol, or mood disorders. Citrus fruits like oranges and papayas can interfere with how some medications are absorbed or broken down, potentially reducing their effectiveness or amplifying their side effects. These interactions can be dangerous if unnoticed. All these changes highlight one important truth. Even healthy foods must be approached with more care as we age. Your nutritional needs are different at 70 than they were at 40. By adjusting the types of fruits you eat and being more mindful of portion sizes and medication timing, you can continue to enjoy the benefits of fruit without putting your health at risk. 9. Natural doesn't always mean safe. There's a common belief that if something is natural, it must be good for you. But for older adults, especially those managing chronic health conditions, this isn't always the case. Many seniors assume that fruits, herbs, or natural supplements are automatically safe simply because they're not processed. While whole, unprocessed foods generally offer more nutrients than packaged snacks, some natural foods can still cause harm if not chosen or consumed wisely. When it comes to fruit, this misunderstanding can lead to unexpected side effects and serious health risks. Take bananas, for instance. They're rich in potassium, a natural and essential mineral, but for someone with reduced kidney function, too much potassium can build up in the body and lead to dangerous heart problems. Grapes, though natural and convenient, are loaded with sugar and can spike blood sugar quickly, especially in someone with diabetes. Even oranges, often seen as a symbol of health, can irritate acid reflux, damage thinning tooth enamel, and interact with medications like blood pressure pills. These are all real examples of how something natural doesn't always mean it's the right fit for every body, especially aging ones. This applies not only to fruit, but to other natural foods as well. Honey, for example, is often used as a natural sweetener, but it still raises blood sugar and adds calories just like white sugar. Nuts are nutrient-dense and heart-healthy in small amounts, but they're also high in fat and calories, which can lead to weight gain if portion sizes aren't monitored. Even salt, a naturally occurring mineral, can contribute to high blood pressure and kidney strain when consumed in excess. The point is not that natural foods are bad, but that natural doesn't equal harmless, especially for seniors whose bodies no longer process food in the same way. This is why it's important to focus on what's appropriate for your current health status, rather than relying on generic labels like natural, healthy, or superfood. As your metabolism slows, your digestion becomes more sensitive, and your medication list grows. It becomes essential to evaluate how each food fits into your unique health picture. Your body may no longer tolerate the same fruits or portions you enjoyed in your younger years. Some may now interact with medications, spike your blood sugar, or contribute to fluid retention or weight gain. Being cautious doesn't mean giving up natural foods altogether. Instead, it means reading labels more carefully, understanding your health conditions, and being thoughtful about portions. It also means recognizing that personalized nutrition matters more than ever. The key takeaway is this: natural is not a free pass. What matters most is how the food functions in your body, not just how it's grown or labeled. 10. Better fruit alternatives for seniors. By now, you may be wondering, if some fruits are risky, which ones are actually safe for me to enjoy as I age? The good news is that you don't have to give up fruit to stay healthy. You just need to choose the right ones. Many fruits offer powerful health benefits without the blood sugar spikes, acid reflux, kidney stress, or medication interactions that come with others. The key is to select fruits that are low in sugar, gentle on the digestive system, and safe for heart and kidney function. Berries are among the best choices for seniors. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are all low in sugar and packed with antioxidants that help fight inflammation and support brain health. They also contain fiber, which is essential for healthy digestion and blood sugar control. Because berries have a low glycemic index, they're less likely to cause sharp blood sugar spikes. They're also soft and easy to chew, which is ideal for those with dental concerns. Apples are another great option, especially when eaten sliced or stewed for easier digestion. They're high in fiber, particularly pectin, which helps regulate cholesterol and supports gut health. Apples are also lower in sugar than many tropical fruits and don't have the same acid content as oranges or grapefruits, making them easier on sensitive stomachs. Pears, especially ripe ones, are soft, easy to digest, and full of fiber and water, which help promote regular bowel movements. They're also low in acid and sugar compared to fruits like pineapple or mango. If you're looking for something with a tropical twist, kiwi is an excellent choice. It's rich in vitamin C, more so than an orange, but with less acidity, making it a smarter choice for those prone to reflux or on sensitive medications. Melons, such as cantaloupe and honeydew, offer a sweet, hydrating alternative to watermelon. While still juicy and satisfying, they contain less sugar and potassium, making them safer for people with diabetes or kidney concerns. They're also lower in calories, which helps with weight management. Just be sure to refrigerate and cut them into small pieces for easy chewing and safe portion control. For seniors who still want a refreshing drink or snack, you can also try infusing water with slices of cucumber, lemon, or fresh mint. This adds flavor and hydration without added sugars. Another idea is to make small fruit and yogurt parfaits using plain Greek yogurt and a few berries. This offers a balance of protein, fiber, and vitamins that supports energy and digestion without the downsides of high-sugar fruits. By making small, smart swaps, you can still enjoy the sweetness of fruit while protecting your overall health. Aging doesn't mean you have to miss out. It simply means you have to eat with more intention. Choosing senior-friendly fruits is one of the easiest, most delicious ways to feel better and age well, naturally and safely. 11th, make smarter fruit choices to protect your health. As we age, the decisions we make about food become far more important than we often realize. Fruits, which are generally considered one of the healthiest food groups, can either support your well-being or quietly work against it if you're not careful. The key is not to fear fruit, but to be smarter about the kinds you eat, how much you eat, and when you eat them. By making just a few thoughtful adjustments to your daily routine, you can enjoy the benefits of fruit without risking your heart, kidneys, blood sugar, or digestion. First and foremost, understand that portion control matters. Many seniors overeat fruits that are high in sugar, like grapes, bananas, and watermelon, thinking they're doing something healthy. But these choices, especially in large amounts, can spike blood sugar, contribute to weight gain, and stress the kidneys and heart. Instead, focus on lower glycemic fruits in smaller, balanced portions. Pairing fruit with protein, such as a few nuts, a slice of cheese, or a spoonful of yogurt, can also help slow sugar absorption and provide more sustained energy. Secondly, timing is important. Avoid eating acidic or sugary fruits first thing in the morning or on an empty stomach. This is when your blood sugar is most sensitive and your stomach lining is more likely to be irritated. Eating fruit as part of a balanced meal or snack helps reduce negative reactions and improves how your body processes the nutrients. It's also essential to consider how medications interact with fruit. For example, citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits can interfere with blood pressure and cholesterol medications. Fruits high in potassium, such as bananas, avocados, and watermelon, can be dangerous if you're on diuretics or have kidney issues. Talking to your doctor or pharmacist about potential interactions is a smart and necessary step in making safe food choices. Even the way fruit is prepared can make a difference. Whole, fresh fruits are always better than fruit juices or dried fruits, which are often concentrated with sugars and can lack the fiber that slows sugar absorption. Whenever possible, choose fresh fruit in its natural form and chew thoroughly to support digestion. Finally, make it a habit to listen to your body. If you notice fatigue, heartburn, swelling, or dizziness after eating a certain fruit, don't ignore it. These could be signs that your body is struggling to process that food. Aging doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. It means learning to enjoy them in ways that support your health, energy, and independence. By being more aware of how fruit affects your aging body and adjusting your habits accordingly, you can still savor the sweetness of life without sacrificing your well-being. As we grow older, our relationship with food must evolve to reflect the changes happening inside our bodies. What once nourished us without issue may now require a second thought. The deeper message behind this fruit-focused guide is not about fear, it's about awareness. Aging doesn't mean giving up the foods we love, but it does mean learning to listen more closely to what our bodies are trying to tell us. Fruits, though natural and wholesome, aren't one size fits all. For seniors, choices must be made with wisdom, not just habit. When we begin to understand how something as simple as a banana or a slice of watermelon can impact blood sugar, kidney health, or medication effectiveness, we gain the power to protect our well-being. This isn't about restriction, it's about intention. Every bite we take is a chance to nourish not only our bodies, but also our independence, our clarity, and our ability to live fully. The lesson is simple yet powerful. Growing older is not the end of vitality. It's a call to make wiser, kinder decisions for the body that has carried us this far. And those decisions, even as small as swapping one fruit for another, can shape the quality of the years still ahead.
Thank you for joining us today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today, how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create great content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.